Welcome back to Solar Wolf Channel. It is 4:40 Central Standard Time on March 31st, 2022, right here in the United States. I hope you're all doing well. I hope our creator is keeping you well and safe. Please make sure to hit that like button, share this across other platforms, and please subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Guess what, folks? Active sunspot region 2975 just did it again. We have another strong solar flare that just popped off. Only this one wasn't quite an X, it was an M flare, okay? Pardon me, it was an M9.6, and it peaked around 1835 UTC time on today's date, March 31st. It's a type 2 solar radio emissions that was recorded by the United States Air Force suggests that a coronal mass ejection will soon emerge from the blast site, traveling faster than 1,600 kilometers per second. But will it hit Earth? We're not exactly sure. We're going to have to give it a little bit more time so we can get some more answers on that. As predicted, the cannibal coronal mass ejection did hit Earth magnetic field on March 31st today at 2:10 UTC time. The impact caused a G1 class geomagnetic storm, which was weaker than the previously forecasted G3 storm. But still enough to spark good auroras across multiple northern tier U.S. states. Last night, there was quite a few that was seen all along North Dakota and in Wyoming, and we showed you those images earlier. But let's start looking at some of this stuff, and let's break this down and take a little sneak peek. First place we're going to come to is spaceweatherlive.com, and as we can see, this is our M flare is M.967. That was really close to being an X flare. And if we take a look at the duration of the time, let's see, it started right around 1800. So from 1810 was the bottom, right before it began, and we'll come over here to right about here where it stopped. That's 2030, so that's about a 2 hour and 20 minute event. Ooh, 2020, that's very interesting. So 2 hour, 20 minute event. So with a longer event like this, it's not really super long. I've seen them go much longer, but that would suggest that there's going to be some plasma and filament release with it. This was our X flare, so we definitely know that we had some definite plasma release from the length of how long that flare happened. So let's actually start taking a look at some other stuff here. Now, either Enlil is not caught up to date, or it is very up to date. So we had that flare pop off, and it either didn't register yet, or it's registering a newer one that's happened, and it's going this way. We'll have to find out. We look here at the Space Weather Prediction Center. They're still showing that G3 is going to arrive tonight around 2100 to midnight. So it's kind of hard to say. But when it did hit, they said that it struck around a G1, so we still might get up into this level. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait that one out, really. Let's go ahead and check on down here. Look at our AceMag and SweepHam. Looks like our BZ and BT, we're actually doing really well. They're actually both up here, so our shields have actually recovered. So that's a good thing, right? And as we're over here looking at our decibels for our absorption, let's check out our X-ray absorption. Now, don't forget, we do still have some of it here. Now, look at this. This right here, this is from the protons that arrived with the coronal mass ejection, okay? And guess where it fired off? Right over the United States again, right over North America. Look at this. North America, South America. This is almost the exact same location as the X flare that we had just yesterday. Like literally almost the exact same location. Ain't that funny? No, not really. I wonder what they're trying to say to us. I wonder what they're telling us. I mean, some of the rumors are that as of today at midnight, the United States dollar or the U.S. note was bankrupt from some other channels that I've been watching, but maybe this is kind of like a, hey, guess what? Flashbang, wake up or something. I don't know. But who's to know if that's true or not? We'll find out. But either way, the solar flare is definitely true. And as we come over here and we're checking our pressure, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of extra pressure. So I don't know. I think that coronal mass ejection could have been gone by, but I don't know. Only time will tell. I'll definitely be on this, and I'll be checking it later on this evening to see if that CME actually arrived. So it should actually be showing it now. According to that, because it was, according to the timing, it should be showing now, but it's not, so it could already be passed. And as we're looking over here at ISWA, we're going to look at our angstroms of light, 94 angstroms of light on SDO. So let's go ahead and give this a watch, shall we? Let's go ahead and zoom on in here. Nice and tight for us. Ooh, there she is. That is a really good one. You can see the checkered patterns, the chatter marks. I call them chatter marks, if you will. That's very good. That's a nice little flare. Oh, look at this. That explosion, believe it or not, set off a chain reaction. See, this is what I've talked to you guys about chain reactions, because now this is going off. See how this is going off now? And over here it's going off too. Look at this. So let's back it up. There's our flare. Now look, over here where the arrow is, that's going off. This one's going off. Oh, and now this one's going off. And that's plasma. That's coming right in our direction. So now the plasma released right from this little jobber spot right here. Yeah. See, it's amazing how sometimes chain reactions they just occur. And that was just an M. That wasn't even an X. Now it was a big M, to say the least. But let's come take a look over here at 193 angstroms and see what she looks like over here. Let's go ahead and all the way from the beginning. It looks like there's a little bit of motion there, right over here. Let's back it up. Take a look. A little bit of action here. Looks like there was a little flare, a little pop, a little coronal mass ejection out of that. Oh, look at that, folks. So we had a small coronal mass ejection. I don't really see much of a flare. It could have been a little flare to that. Let's come back over here. I think that little one actually triggered that big M flare. Let's back this thing up. Yes, that's what happened. Look at this. This little guy here actually started the chain reaction. Like he lit the fuse. Look at that, because as soon as this one goes off, this guy starts acting up. Boom. And causes this guy to act up. So that was a really long chain to connect to make that happen. Oh, that's what happened. Ah, see, this is why we look at this from different angstroms of light, so we can really get a good picture, clearer picture of what happened. Because you can see the solar tsunami kind of whoosh, and with it, of course, it's charged particles, so it's going to light a fuse, and then boom, look at that. And then now, because that went off, this started to go off, and then this one started going off. Oh, makes a lot of sense. And then it caused this one to go off again, and then of course you can see another little solar tsunami with this thing. see how sometimes it can just, the smallest thing can set off a big old chain reaction. Now let's see over here on the 304. Let's see if we've got some plasma coming out of some of these. I mean, obviously we do. But let's see if it's very noticeable in black and white, or black, the darker shaded, the shades of this. There's our flare, and you can see the tsunami on this one actually. So yeah, there's definitely plasma. We have some coronal mass ejection out of it. Oh yeah. Hello. Let's zoom in right on this bad boy. Definitely got some plasma coming out of it. And it is definitely coming in our direction. From this one is, anyways. It's yet to be seen on, we'll have to check it out on LASCO and on stereo ahead. But let's go all the way back. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna get an impact. We might get a glancing blow out of that. So we'll have to see. Yippee-ki-yay. And here we are looking at stereo ahead. This is the running difference with Space Weather Beacon, and this is just regular. So we're actually going to take a look at this here in the last couple of, really just pretty much all day today. Let's give this a look-see and see what we can find. Let's check our timestamp here as we're moving along. There's the one this morning, fired off the backside. Now remember, this is stereo ahead, so stereo ahead is over here and Earth is over here, okay? So that's the one that fired off this morning. So that actually tells us that Enlil is not up to date yet, so it showed that one. Now let's see the one that just fired off. Ooh, something fired off to the south of us a little bit. And this is the one that just fired off. Yep, look at the timing, 1853. Okay, yep. Now remember, this little white circle here in the middle, that's actually the size of the sun. That's the surface of the sun. So this is like way off of the sun by the time it registers, because this is quite a distance away. And yeah, it's hard to say if this is really coming at us or not. It actually kind of looks like there's something right in here, doesn't it? Looks like there's something right here. I wonder what that is. Very interesting. But we'll have to wait for Lasco and see. Whoa, look at that. There's something going up off the backside too over here. Wow. That's pretty cool. We'll have to definitely keep our eyes open for this thing, because there's some interesting stuff going on, folks. The sun is just acting all kinds of pissed. I don't say that I blame it. Oh, look, we got ourselves a nice little UFO friend kind of popping in the screen for us. Just saying hi. Stopping in to say hi. Don't put on the coffee. And what do we got here? What is that? That's kind of interesting. You notice how they all of a sudden jump time on it, like boop? They do that all the time. They manipulate it so that way you can't really see what's happening. I'm so sick of that. It's just frustrating. So that was the backside one. Let's get on up there. Come on. Whoop. Now this is the one that's actually coming straight out. And look at this. There is something there. If you look right here, it's right here. And you see how it kind of splits and goes this way and this way? It's actually shooting around something. Look at this. You can see the hole. Like there's a pocket here. Like something is here. The flare is blasting out. But there's something here. So it's just kind of slowly being pushed out. But there's a pocket here. Look at that. Yeah. I wonder what that is. Is this some kind of a mothership or a planet of some sort? But either way, look at the backside. Backside is firing off. Oh, the next couple of hours are going to be very interesting when the data starts coming in. I will stay on it, folks. And if there's something breaking, I will do another video, that's for sure. Real quick before we go, this right here is our updated electromagnetic field. And obviously earlier we had some serious activity. There's still stuff going on here. I don't know what, but this right here, it wouldn't surprise me if they fired up CERN today. Okay, let's be honest, folks. This is in Italy, right close to CERN. If they fired CERN up, it will absolutely interfere with this. So look at what we have down here. This is our actual Schumann, and what we can do is we can actually come on down here. Whoa, look at that! It's just amazing. Let's come all the way down to the bottom and see if there was any storms that they had there. Because some people say, "Oh, well, it's lightning strikes." Now these are lightning strikes, but these are like severe lightning strikes. But here's the thing: lightning only strikes once. It doesn't continuously strike in the same area over and over and over again. Now remember, CERN is right here. It's literally right here. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't think this is lightning strike would be. Let me show you here. Lightning strike would be like one of these little guys. Like one of these would be a lightning strike. Do you think this large blast like that would be a lightning strike? And then it literally stops? No. Maybe some of these thin ones, these thin little jobbers right here, could be a lightning strike. I'm not gonna deny this, but there's a lot of things that are being hidden right now. So these little thin lines, yes, a lightning strike, very probable. But these big, fat, wide beasts like that, nope, that is not a lightning strike, not at all. I mean, look how solid it is on the geophones, folks. I'm sorry, not happening. Eyes open, folks. No fear. And remember that love is the only way forward. Solar Wolf out.